Hey folks, I'm going to be tying you a fly that I've kind of gave it the name is the Lockdown Killer. Only reason behind it is because I tied it a few years back, the muddled version, which is this one here. This is an older one, it's one of the first ones I tied, to be honest. It's a wee bit frayed now, but that's the muddled version. That was the first kind of style of that fly I tied. And I tied it for a few boys up the Lockdown Club who ended up winning a few competitions up there, so I gave it the name as a Lockdown Killers a wee carry on, but this is a fly here I'm going to be tying for you. This is the wet version. As I say, I've been using it the past few months up my local syndicate and also up some hill lochs about here as well, and it really has been doing the damage. So a wee demonstration how to tie it. As I say, it definitely is worth having it in your boxes because it really is a good brown trout fly, and probably I've not tried it for rainbows yet, but I dare say it will work for rainbows as well. So right, we'll get started. The hook I'll be using is a Kamasan B175, size 12. The thread is the Unithread Black 8/0, the box standard. Use that thread for 95% of the flies I tie, to be honest. Right, same again, take the thread down to the kind of barb of the hook. And there or whereabouts. Trim. The tail I'm using, which is a golden pheasant tippet, the crest. There you go, that stuff there. Got one here. I usually like to, this is one of the feathers there, I usually like to kind of trim pull off the kind of extra strands, because when you tie it in they just seem to stick out, so you try and get a wee kind of balanced. It ends up like that there, if you can see. I'll tie that in. Just like that. I'm looking for my silver wire that's sitting out somewhere. You can use silver wire or you can use oval tinsel. This is a lure flash stuff. I've got other stuff up here that I'll use for this fly, which is the French, small French oval tinsel, extra small. That will be the rib. Just trim a few inches off it. Tie in. So see, I've only really been tying for the past few years, but been fishing since I was a boy. My dad trailed me and my brother up over all the hill ocean about us. I was actually quite lucky where we live is Dunmellinton, Bellsbark, so we've got Loch Doon, and then up by there you've got access to all the wee hill lochs, which my father dragged us up when we were boys. It was never a loch next to a road, it was always bloody 3-4 mile over a hill. It wasn't easy with my father. So take the thread back up here. I always remember his stories as well. My papa did the exact same with him and my uncles. It was 4 or 5 mile over the hills before you get to see any water. That's where my passion comes from for the fishing. So the dubbing I'm using here, it's actually a UV blend. I've actually been tying quite a lot of flies with the UV twist tape just now, especially a traditional Scottish wets as well, your Bibios and Cape McLarens and that. I've came to find the wee twist with the UV dubbing really is a nice alternative. But for this fly you can use any black seals fur or black dubbing as such, so but I like to use this UV stuff. It just gives it an extra wee added sparkle in the water, I suppose. So take this down to just shy of the eye. That'll be fine there. The first hackle I'm using, it's red. It's a red cockle, just a cheap thing, just a vineyard. I think it's £7-8. Use one of the smaller feathers. If I can find you in. There we go. And just trim the bolting bit. Left for this here. Again, for your hackles, you're looking for when you obviously get a wee open with my fingers. So when you think about the size of the hook, obviously the size of your feather, you don't want it too big. So always get a wee check first. See, this one here's about perfect. So tie that in. A few turns to lock. Scissors. Just trim that nice and tight in if you can. Couple of turns just to tidy. And use your hackle pliers. Use your fingers by all means as well if you want, but these wee ones I use the hackle pliers. You can give it sometimes 2 turns there, but I'm going to put another hackle in front of this one, so only a few turns. 1 turn at the front and then try and kind of 4 evenly spaced up. And the hackle pliers. Then you get your rib. Bring your rib through. Oh. 1 at the back. And then same again. Usually try and kind of 4 evenly spaced turns of the wire or the whatever your rib is. Like so. Tie that off. Oh man, bloody. Yeah, tie that to lock. Trim your hackle at the end here. Snip it off, tidy it up. With the wire you just twist it and it breaks off, but this is the oval, French oval rib, so I need to cut that off. Just tidy it up a wee bit. Before I put in the next hackle, I actually bought this stuff. I think when I first started tying, I actually bought 2 or 3 job lots off at eBay, £40 or whatever it was, but this was some of the stuff I got. If you can see that, I got with it. There's actually a wee card that came with. It had different colours and it's a kind of crystal flash, but it's nice material because it's not as stiff as crystal flash. It's and it's quite small fibres as well, so it's really good stuff to use. It's a kind of kingfisher blue as well. So take 3/4 strands. Again, slightly the same as your wing as I'm going to tie in, because I'm going to use bronze mallet to tie in the wing. So I just come shy the tip of the tail here, so between the end and the tip. But as I say, everybody's different and everybody's got their own preference, but we'll tie it in this and now. You can always trim it if you want it shorter or what. Just get a wee play with your fingers to get it sitting right to where you want it. Be fine there. Another couple of ties just to tighten it. And same again, come in the same angle as your eye, trim. Sit to the side. A few turns to tidy that heat up there. And then the second hackle I use is same again, it's like a Chinese cock. It's a kingfisher blue. Same again, try and kind of suss the size of the feather we'll be using. Just tidy that up a wee bit at the front. Left like this. Same again, just tie it in. Few turns to lock. Trim it. Few turns. Another thing too I should add, that you should always wax your thread quite often. Just a few wee passes on the thread, it just gives you a wee bit of help to bite, to kind of catch the hackles and stuff. Same again, hackle pliers and at the tip. Twist round till it sits right. And then you only need 2, maybe 3 turns just to give you the colour through. I'll put an extra one in there, there's 3. Same again, just tie in at the tip. Pull the fibres back, tie that in. snap that. Sometimes you do that and it unravels, so it's your own your own risk. You can always use the scissors, which is the safer way. You'll not get it unravelling. But that's it, no bad enough. I see, I'm not the tidiest of tyres. I don't look for finesse, if you get what I mean. As long as it looks good in the eyes, I say, that does me. You can take your time and obviously get it a bit neater and tidier, but I use a wee bit of Velcro and I just get a wee brush through it. Just brings out some of the UV fibres from your dubbing that you put in. It's not a must, it's just again your self-preference. So there you go. And the last thing we add is bronze mallard. So got a few bits of this here now. Tie her in. You can put it off